Back in 2015, the United Nations made a wake-up call to the whole world. And they say we need to go through these turbulent times of energy by introducing 17 global sustainable goals. Precisely, they talk about the energy and the water and the importance of having both. So it is a big challenge facing everybody. Challenge why? Because we're getting used to the conventional way of producing energy, which is the fossil fuel. And fossil fuels, even from the producing nations, as wells are depleting, and some of them even they want to dry. And the world is populated more, there are more people coming. So to sustain this and to keep it up the way how you're going, it is kind of impossible. You're reaching a dead end. So something has to be done on this. What's need to be done is both. You need to focus on the conventional way, because the conventional production, the fossil fuel, will not go out totally from the system like some of the countries and some of the region feels that we can go 100% away from. This is to me not at least for the coming 50 years. You will be still depending on this as the major supply. It is both. I mean, you just can't have a definite answer. So saying no to the fossil, I think this is a dream. It's not true, at least for the coming 50 years. Yeah. Renewable will not give you much on the short run. You are living in a time where quick wins are needed, and you need to see a tangible result that way. Community people, they don't want to say that, tell them on 2050, I'll be giving you the best green solutions. And they need someone for tomorrow morning, for their kids and their family, to make sure that the access to the electricity, to the gas, to the water, and access to their nets for the kids are available. They don't want to wait till 2040. So let's be realistic. So what Sharjah is doing, we know that we have a very decrease in our production of the gas. So for that, we have secured the 10 years agreement with Dolphin, and we are negotiating now with the SNOC, Sharjah National Oil Company, also for a future LNG supply, to make sure that we are diversifying the source of energy to Sharjah. So that is very critical, because when you speak energy, you speak long term and not less than 10 years to supply the source. But when you speak about vision, that is something different. We have created a full department called Research and Study Department. And what does this department main function do is to bring the different ideas, how to generate and how to produce clean energy the best we could. One of the resources, as you know, is the sun resource, which is called through the solar system. But that solar system, if you only for the last, I won't even say for the last 10 years, for the last 4 years only, it went through so massive improvement in the innovation and the creativity that has produced a solar panel could last longer, maybe 2 times of the previous one, only 4 years, which was, and the efficiency has increased, and it has become more environmental friendly once the lifetime is done. Why? Because there's a lot of money spent, a lot of white angels, investors. They wanted to put their money for this beautiful, because this environmental friendly one, and then the return on the investment is high, because almost every single nation in the globe is thinking solar now. So the return is quicker. So that's why there's a lot of money we're pumped on this new product, and has helped to accelerate the innovation process and to bring it to. So when you increase or accelerate the innovation process, what's happened? Your return on the investment goes higher, because you have a better, efficient, more product, and even a cheaper. So those who sign, and the same, like in Dubai, they have announced over the last 4 years, 2 different prices. 4 years was different, the latest one different. Then Mexico came, and they were the cheapest in the globe. Then Abu Dhabi came and says, no, we are the cheapest even now. So not even, so they keep beating each other. And if you see the end result, that you and I, we are the normal common people, we are getting the benefits, because we can get affordable, reliable source of energy. We call them prosumers. Prosumers are more than consumers. Prosumers, that they are part of the design process with you. Prosumers, they can sell you back of what you do. So they become sellers, actually. So that's why you call them prosumers. So in Sharjah, I call them prosumers, and we have gone through a couple of pilot projects where we have some of the SMEs, some of the small companies, and the warehousing top roof. They have put some solar panel, and it has really approved the point, yes, during the working hours they use the energy, but during the sleeping hours of the company, energy is sent back to the grid. So we did this, a couple of pilots, a project with the residential, with the commercial, with the industrial, but yet to be really announced about them on a big go once we really have more companies are adopting and buying in. It is not about legislation. Legislation is easy. You can buy it from the shelf and just get the top man in the country to sign it off, and that's it. I think it is more toward technical and where are you hitting to. I want people to start to have defining moments. Defining moment is a time where you do a paradigm shift in your thinking process. We will be gaining nothing if we just keep the way how we are doing things. So that's why I was asked again by one of the reporters in one of the conferences, Rashid, if you have the chance to travel to the Mars, who are the team you're planning to take with you? So I have selected about 25, and I've given them honorable executive titles, like Chief Efficientology, which is a combined of technology and efficiency together. Imagineering, which is imagination and engineering together, right? So we try to find those very catchy titles, which means a lot. So the idea of the wall and encouraging those titles is to really think different and think in a big picture together. So why I said technology and efficiency has to come together, we need to combine them. I cannot live someone who's only in the digital and she or he lives in that area and leaving the importance of the efficiency and on this energy sector. So we try to tell people, yes, you need to work together and you need to be multi-skilled as a person. Yeah. Imagineering is about visualization process. It's thinking before you're implementing. So it's just about before you execute a job, you need to give it a lot of thoughts, a lot of planning, a lot of visualization. You see it through your mind, which is, we call it the vision statement. So how to transfer the vision to be a mission by imagineering it. So during this visualization state, you invite all the stakeholders to come under one umbrella, and the whole process will be facilitated by the imagineering department, and then it goes to the second step. I think it has to be. I am a person who's, requesting this day and night. It has to be separated. For example, in Sharjah, you see 3-4 departments are sharing it, right? We are on the clean side, the portable and the drinkable water, and the municipal and other, they have their own shares also. So which is, to me, is bad. It has to be under one umbrella, solid umbrella. It was only to think water, because water is so much scarce, especially in this part of the world. I think there's a gap between theoretical and practical. There's a gap between what's taught at the universities and what is on the ground in reality. And I'm trying to bridge this gap by engaging the universities, at least those who are in Sharjah here, with the rest of the Emirates. Now I have signed with a couple of universities, and I pay even financially support to them through two things, through scholarship, where I have over 800 to 900 a year. I'm sending fully 100% sponsored by SEWA to the universities in UAE. And second, for the education R&D centers, which is the universities. And the R&D focusing in two areas, the energy and the water. What is the best fit for us here on the ground? And we've been doing a real good and remarkable success together. Some will be, hopefully soon, will be announcing about, but they really, we found a real value added. One of the quick things, if I would call it a quick wins, is the devices, which we have a device which we have done with the Sharjah University, how to reduce the amount of water flow from the tap. It's just a small device. The cost is even so much, about 10 dirhams only. You just fix it and it reduces 60% of the water you're using. So that was a real value added by all means to the whole community. As you know, we have the first ever IPP project was announced last year, and His Highness himself was involved and he gave his full support and blessings to this project. And we're doing it with one of the leading global organizations who's been there and done it in so many locations with the GE. So we feel proud that this is the first time ever, and we have taken a lead here and became an example of the rest to adopt this philosophy, because I'm trying to, in a way, to privatize and let go whatever government feel this is a holy, nobody could touch, this is my baby, it's a holy thing, it's no one could come and touch it, it's only me. So it's difficult to even to convince the leadership that the time has come to let go. Yeah, again, it is part of the digital thing. To improve your efficiency is one of the things you have to do also by really investing in the technology. Technology, you have to have the technology on your side. When you have a SCADA, the monitoring system, it will enable you to see at a single glass window what's happening throughout the whole Emirates. So you know where's the energy needed, where do you need to shut down, how to transfer the load from station to another, which wasn't the idea earlier. The idea just depends on your gut. You feel that, oh, there's a power shedding here, there's a power outage here. Then you send your engineer, they go on the ground, and then they start move from station to another. And you could imagine the amount of time needed for restoration of the power, because it depends 100% to the human gut and talent to do, and if the engineer is not around, the one who's, it is always you end up with these human challenges. But with the technology, it will help you out by all means.